So for everyone that's tuning in by live stream, thanks for joining us. We're going to be getting started here in about 10 minutes or so with Dee Langley. So thank you for joining us. We'll be starting in about 10 minutes. Set up here. I'd just like to remind everyone that we're reaching out for support to help support our operations here at World of Accordions. Our building expenses are our largest operating costs between utilities and maintenance of this gorgeous facility. So we really appreciate your support. This week we are doing some maintenance on one of the bell tower roofs. This was a quoted price of $8,000, and so we've set up a GoFundMe, which is at the link that you're seeing on your screen. It's also in the description of the live stream, and so we would appreciate any support you can offer to help us with this, and it helps for us to continue to bring programs and presentations like we're seeing here today. So please, we appreciate your support. Please go to the GoFundMe page and support us how you can. And we're going to get started here with Dee Langley's group in just a few minutes. Thank you.
The happy person who makes music happen for all kinds of people, and now again on stage. So Dee is a wonderful player and lovely friend of many decades. She teaches in the Twin Cities. You still teach for Very good, very good. And of course she specializes in many different kinds of music. Her specialty is what we don't do here so often, and that's Balkan and Eastern music. So I'm very pleased that you're doing it again for us today. Thank you, Dee.
Thank you, Helmi. It's always such a pleasure to be up here. And that was Praha Polka, and I think that we will dedicate that to Stan Darrow, because I was his polka girl too, and Frank Hodnicki and I'd sometime go in the band room and just play polkas, and we'd find Stan lurking in the doorway. Praha Polka, actually, I took from the Czech area Concertina Club. We did joint stuff with them, or we do from time to time, and it's something that a concertina can play. It only has a G and a D, and so it's always great fun. I do hail from Minneapolis. I've lived there all my entire life. In fact, the 4 generations before me also, we were pioneers that came out and in the 1850-ish to settle west of the Twin Cities. And I've never even made it to live in St. Paul. I've just been Minneapolis-based my whole life. But I've traveled the world. In fact, I've traveled a lot of that world with Kevin and Joanna and Helmi. And there are so many wonderful memories that I have of listening to a lot of cultures, listening to a lot of different accordions, listening to types of music. As a professional myself, I am classically trained. I can play contemporary music and have premiered a lot of Minnesota composers with both the St. Paul Chamber Orchestra and other smaller groups. I also, as well as a soloist, I've played a number of times with the Minnesota Orchestra, and the Duluth Symphony. That was the most fun time. I went over and played with the symphony, and then came and we did Balkan music here. It was a perfect day. just perfect. So the Minnesota Orchestra, I've been lucky to do 4 different screenplays with them, and the best one was Ratatouille. That has one of the most wonderful accordion parts. Certainly put me through my paces because I had exactly 4 days to learn it. So, playing with orchestras is not for the faint of heart. So, what I'm going to start doing today is kind of bridging the gap from what I grew up with in the competitions and all the classical training that I have. And I'm going to play a song for you first, so then you'll feel better for playing for me, right? Right. Okay, so I'll put myself on the chopping block first. And it is a song that has been played on this stage a number of times. It is Astor Piazzolla Libertango. And it just is, it's fetching from the get-go, and you want to hear it again. When you play it, you just want to keep looping it around. You like never want to get to the end of it. It's really a nice, punchy song. The deal with it is that it has a rhythm, and so actually what I'm doing is, I'm going to play for you first, but I want you to listen to the rhythm because that's the important part. The rhythm will go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay? That's good. Let's everybody do that. Go on an A minor once. Okay? And we're just going to practice that so that you can hear what's going to happen. We will be staying. I'm always coming up and saying, okay, because I play in, 5, 16, 7, 8, 11, 8, 13, 8, 15, 8, 22, 16. I don't care what you do to me because I am classically trained and I play contemporary test pieces. Yeah, we don't count. That's the trick. You gotta not count those, but just feel them. But it doesn't bother me if there's like an extra beat someplace, but today we're going to spend a lot of the first time in 4/4. Oh, that's my surprise for today. Is we're going to spend time in 4/4, but we're going to divide it up with that tempo that rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So join in. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, everybody kind of got. Okay. I haven't played for 2 days. That's my disclosure. Okay, everybody got the thing going? Yeah, that's what I do to amuse myself. I'm up practicing going, oh, that sounds familiar. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to move that. I'm still going to play for you, so you don't have to do anything yet. But this is a shota from Albania, from Kosovo, actually. Kosovo is an autonomous region, and everybody tries to claim it. Everybody tries to overrun it. When I was in Serbia living with the gypsies for a couple weeks, they were there moving all of the gypsies out of Kosovo into the town in Valjevo, Serbia, where I was staying. So it has a history of music. It has a history of devious behavior by politicians, but a love for the people and the music. So this is the first Balkan from Albania, and I'm only going to play an excerpt of it, okay? And it should have some it's belly dancing music. So it should have some choice drums going on, you know? Can someone turn their phone off, please? That rang before, if someone could isolate that phone, it would be nice not to have that on for posterity. Well, you can turn the volume down and at least we won't hear it. Okay, so this is an Albanian shota. It's just kind of yummy, isn't it? Just kind of I was lucky enough, Festival of Nations right now has been on hiatus since COVID. And but I performed like 20 years at Festival of Nations. I had the opportunity to represent Bulgaria with my Balkan group. And it was always such a pleasure. We also have that rhythm. Here's another fun one. That same rhythm carries through to klezmer music. All right, so here's an example of something in klezmer, and again, it's just a little excerpt. Heaven's sakes, I'll play it in the correct key this time, okay? So there you have three distinct. You got from a beautiful lilting Argentinian tango to an Albanian shota to a Roman Bulgarish. And what I would like to do now is I also have a gypsy lullaby that's in that theme. The gypsies are a little different, the Roma. When I was studying with them, they just mentioned that they don't care if they're called gypsy as long as you mean no slight. They're okay with that. But the term that we should propagate is Roma. So, and they do lullabies a little different, right? So this is a lullaby, believe it or not. So that's an example. Actually, that's not the lullaby one, but there are lullabies in that. But that's also another belly dancing. Same rhythm. Your turn. Okay, so to do this, what we have is a mahala, and it is another Roma song. And your part of it will be a D. You can play it on the basses, right hand, I don't care. You're going to be going a D, and then a C, and then a B flat, and then an A. Everybody want to find those notes? Okay. It's easier to play on the right hand. If you do it on the left hand, you got to travel. Let's do it slowly together. Okay, D, C, as in cat, B flat, and A. All right, now we're going to go. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Keep going. A little faster now. 1. Keep doing it. There you go. You just played a Gypsy Mahala. So I think you've got something sounding on the end. Maybe just your hand touched it. We had a little extra singing there. Okay. So that is the rhythm in 4/4. So now we're going to go on 2/2, and I think that some of you have done this before. This is a Bulgarian work. And I know that I've done it in workshops, and I think I've done it here, but I don't know who was there. I'm going to play it first. Don't panic, okay? And keeps going around like that. You're not panicking, right? Okie dokie. So the first thing you're going to do, and I have music for this one for all of you, so don't worry. And if you don't get a copy of the music, email me and I'll send you one. I made 10 copies, I think. So someone may be left out. But I'll get it to you. All right. So you're going to take your thumb and your fifth finger. And you're going to put your thumb on A and your fifth finger on E. Okay, so the first part of it, now listen before you play. It goes A and then your fifth finger on E, and then your thumb back on A, and your fourth finger on D. Then you're going to move your thumb down to G, and then two A's. Okay, we'll do that again. That's half the song right there, okay? All right, so we're going to go A, E, A, D. 1, 5, 1, 4. Move your thumb down. 1, 2, 2. Ready? A, 5, 1, 4. Move your thumb down. 1, 2. Good again. And don't hold it. It's just short, short, short. Okay, again. Ready? Go. 1. Short, and then do it again. Okay, now the next part, so that's whole half of the song, okay? Am I okay so far, y'all? Okay. So I'm doing 2 on G, 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 A, B, C, C, B, skip the A, go to G. Okay? Let's try it. Ready? To G. G, G, A, B, C, C, B, G. Perfect. Now you know another whole big thing of the song. Okay? Now, the next one goes 1, 4, 5, 5. Just leave your fingers in the 5-finger position. G, C, D, D. Good. Now put those together. Start at the double G's. G, G. The short note. It's not a held note. Okay? Then we're going to do that again, but when we get to the end, we're going to put our fourth finger on D and go D, E, A. So listen to it for a second. So we go G, G, A, B, C, C, B, G, G, C, D, D. Don't play so everyone can hear. G, G, A, B, C, C, B, G, G. Then a D, D, E, A. Okay, can we try that? That also is a short note. Okay, ready? Double G's. G, G, A, B, C, C, B, G, G, then a C, B, D. And then we do it again. G, G, A, B, C, C, B, G. Now stretch up 1 and go to a D. And back to A. That's a short note, D. Okay. Then the last line is the last part of the song. You start on D with your fourth finger, and it goes D, D, E, D, C, D, C, B. So it goes D, E, D, C, D, C, B. Then your thumb. Fifth finger on D. Back to G. back to D. So let's try that again. Fourth finger on D. A, right? Then D, C. Now a G. Then a D, G. Short note. Now here's the trickiest part of the whole song. Instead of having two Ds at the beginning, we're going to tie them together. So D, 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 then a D, C, back up to D, and then a G, A. Okay, how lost are we all? Yeah, you know, it was really funny. This is how the Roma people teach music. Is the little kids just sit and they listen and they don't give you any music. When I was there, I had to argue to let me write any notes at all. I wanted to say, excuse me, I play Bach. You know, you're going to have to give me some kind of hint here. And finally, much to their chagrin, I wrote little hills and valleys, so I'd remember when it went up and when it went down and when it went up. But this is how it does it. I don't expect you to play it perfect, and I have absolutely no Roma blood. Therefore, I have music for you. But I'm not going to give it to you yet. But when we finally do this, I will kind of give it to you, but I don't want you to get fixed on the music because we have more fun coming with it. So, all right, so we go one. How long do I have to? Do I have till 3:30? Is that what it says? Oh, plenty of time. Okay, so let's see if we remember anything from the beginning, shall we? Yeah, the old brain pan goes, especially with COVID. Anyone know you don't know what day it is? Yeah, you lost a year somewhere. You know? Okay, but we're dusting up those brain cells. Okay, we start on A and we go A, E, A, D. Okay, 2, 3, 4. A, E, A, D, G, A. And then put your thumb back on A, right? A, E, A, D. Move down to G. Good. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold a tone on the basses, a drone. I'm going to hold down an A, and you're going to do that with me. Ready? Same thing. Ready? Go. A, G, E, A, D, G, A. Right. A, E, A, D, G, A. Okay, you should be pretty doggone proud of yourselves, I'm telling you. Okay, now we have double D's. D, D, A, B, C, C, B, G, G, C. You're aiming C. C, D, D. And then the next one goes G, G, A, B, C, C, B, G, G. Up one. D, A, back to A. So A is your home on this, all right? So let's start on the double G's. Ready? Go. 1. C, C, B, G, G. Now to a C. And then now double G's. Double C, B, G, another G. You reach up and land back at A. The last of the line is D, D, E, D. So fourth finger on D. Okay, 3, 4. D, D, A, E, D, C, D, C, B, G. D, G, G, D. Okay? Now start on the D. D, E, D, C. C, B, G, A, and then A. Good. Now these guys have an advantage because they can watch my hands.
Yes.
Truly, whenever you're in a jam at any time, whatever you can watch of someone who knows what they're doing is a good idea. You can pick up the key signature, time signature. You can find out when they're moving. All those things you can watch, whatever. So, for you guys, we're going to do it one more time, and maybe you can do it. Sorry. Okay, this time I'm playing bass chord. So there's two sections of it, one with the drone, and then one with bass chord. Okay? So we're going to go A, E, A, D. You're looking at the music, aren't you? Can you see the music from there? Oh, darn. Okay, you ready? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Down to G. And then we do it again. Good. Remember to make those notes short. Now we're going to do the double G's and they're faster. Ready? 4. C, B. Okay, now we're doing double G's again. D, E. And then D's. G, B, G. And then we're going to tie those D's. C, D. A. You guys give these guys a big hand. This is beautiful. This is simply outside of our skill set for learning accordion with Palmer Hughes, or most anything else, is that no one takes you off the page and makes you play by ear. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you the music. Are you happy? So, yes, there are some music stands that I think that you might have to share. It even has fingering in it. You want to take a few of these and pass them. Pass them down. You want to pass them that way? There is only one title. I have 3 separate songs for you. Now, there's no left hand. I wrote out the left hand, and you see I wrote it one time with the drone and the other time with the rhythm. It's the same right hand both times. So that song is 2 times through the song. Okay? So no left hand, but you're going to know where I am this time, because if I'm playing bass chord, I'm on the bottom 2 lines, and if I'm playing a drone, I'm on the top 2 lines. Do you see it?
Yep.
When we take a look, it goes 1 4 or 1 5 1 4. Don't play, please. Don't play when I'm hot. It's okay. 1 5 1 4 1 2 2 1 5 1 4 1 2 2. You see all the fingering written there? All right, should match what I told you. I hope. Okay, you ready? So now there is your music. 2, 3, 4. Double. So to read, after you knew it by ear, to see the music, was that like major easy to sight read? Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to try it faster. You ready? So just hang on. Catch what you can. Okay, I'm going to do the drone first, and then I'm going to play so it's twice through. It's one time through your page without basses. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, nice job. Now we get to divide up in teams. All right, so we'll do this half and that half. Okay, when I am droning, it is one side or the other. When I'm playing the rhythm, it's tutti, everybody together. It's the whole village. Okay, so you only have 4. I'll play with you. Okay. You guys will be on your own, so that when it comes around to your turn, when we go, we're going to start. Okay? So, you guys aren't going to play the first 2 lines. When it gets to the part where we go, then you play, okay?
At the beginning.
No. I said it wrong. I must need a drink of water. Don't play anything, just sit and listen. We're going to play. Okay? I'll tell you when to play. Okay? All right. 2, 3. Just listen. Now you all play. Everybody play. Now you guys don't play. Okay? So when I'm playing the drone, one side doesn't play. Okay, you guys ready? Here's your big solo. 2, ready, go. Everybody? Now let's play it up to tempo.
Good.
Oh.
So you're just doing
yeah, it goes a little tad too fast. But we'll do it one time through all together, just so we can go on. You'll be surprised. It won't be so hairy. Okay. So it's this tempo. Just hang on or smile, okay? So we'll do the drone first, and then we'll play it 2D the whole thing, just so we have a chance to do it back. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how fast it goes. I think you guys did wonderful. I'm so proud of you.
Now let's turn over our music.
Huh?
Now let's turn over our music.
I bet you have it by memory. I'll bet you it wouldn't be an issue at all. Okay, this is a reed. I was recently in Poland just a couple years ago, and part of the I was with the Dolina Polish folk dancers, and we were on tour. I got a chance to go to Slovakia, and wow, it was like going to a primordial forest. I've never seen such quiet or such undisturbed beauty for miles and miles and miles. It was an astounding country. We also went up north, and I sincerely hope that I don't get all teary on you, but we went to the border of Poland and Ukraine. And we were standing, and I saw the spot where they are accepting refugees. So this is a little nod. You know this one. It's a lovely little Ukrainian waltz. Now, I know that you are all sight reading, and that everybody sight reads at a little different speed. So we're going to take this pretty slow so that we can pay homage to I'm not going to say anymore because I will start to cry. When Master Accordion does it tomorrow, we're playing another Ukrainian song, and I had to designate one of the group to do it because I wasn't going to get through the introduction of it. Okay. All right, so if everybody wants to put on, you can put on a musette if you like, but a higher reed. No master on this one, okay? All right? And then just read, you can do the left hand if you can play it all together. We'll do it a couple times so that it'll go in. A bandoras is an instrument. Okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to start again from the beginning. You're going to want to put on this. No, the registers aren't working. Okay. In an accordion orchestra, if we're all playing on higher reeds and there's one person on master, that's who you hear. I like this lady a lot. So we're going to change everybody to master, because the accordion that she borrowed doesn't have the higher reeds working alone. So I don't want you to stand out so everybody's listening to you. Me either. Yeah, see? Okay, so we're all going to play it on master now, and now we're going to start right from the very beginning. That was beautiful sight reading for everybody, by the way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, ready. 3. That was lovely. I can hardly wait to play with the band, Tracy. Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, so the last one that I also have music for you. I couldn't leave without having something in an odd meter, could I?
No.
Nah. But I actually kind of... I'll preface it by saying that the hardest one, believe it or not, to play in is not 2216. It is 5. It's not like Dave Brubeck Take 5, where we can just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm just going to test this out. I have nothing actually to play for you. I don't know if I can get you any time. I didn't bring any music in 5, but I think that you'd enjoy hearing what the rhythm 5 sounds like in Bulgaria. So, it's called the limping dance, and that's because they actually kind of do that. We bump, 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 and so it's fun to dance. It's very hard to play the melody and to keep the beat without squaring it up and making it into 6. It is so difficult that in my Balkan, I was the music director for ethnic dance theater for about 8-9 years, somewhere, right? A lifetime, it seemed. And we had national people come from Bulgaria, and they sat with us and talked to us about how to play this stuff. And our tutor would not allow us to play anywhere in public in 5/8 for 5 years. And finally one day, because we didn't sound Bulgarian, he said, "I'm sorry, you just don't have the rhythm. I'm sorry, it just isn't it." And finally one day he said, "Oh, try this." And he gave me a little cheat, and it snapped right in. So it's a very interesting thing. The rhythm for it, is a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, or 1. Oh, geez, that's funny. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Now I happen to be on an E major. This is as good as any. Just play E major. Okay? And we're going to just try that. Ready? So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and jump in whenever you think you got it. Now let's go faster. You hear it start to wobble? It's like, where did the 5 go? Okay? So, we're going to do it again, and so it doesn't. Now what I'm doing is going bass, chord, bass, chord. But it's so fast that it kind of defies gravity. Right? So listen to it for a second. So that's what 5 sounds like fast. Oh, Susan, your eyes are so cute.
I've grown to be very expressive in the math.
Yeah. and so that's what it is. So you want to try it fast? You just try with just the left hand. It'll be easier. So you'll be going bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord. And try to play it softly, and I'll try to lead you so you can follow along. Okay, ready? Isn't that funny? It's like a time warp, isn't it? It's like, well, I thought I knew where the downbeat was. Anyway, that's my 5. Yeah, now you know why it took me 5 years to get a group to be able to play that right. Okay, but we're only going to play in 7, and 7 is much easier. This is from Macedonia, and it is a lesnoto, and the name of it is Bitola. And it's kind of like if you sing, "Oh, Susanna" here, everybody will know this, or will know that, and everybody in the Balkans will know Bitola. So, and I have music for you. Maybe we'll... Oh, look at that, a map. Now, there's no left hand. Part of this exercise, if we get anybody that can put left hand with right hand, I would cheer. The music that you find from the Balkans, as many of you know who I've worked with, that you don't get the left hand written out. It is not written out. You have to know what to do and have someone sit down and kind of tell you what to do, because it is an oral tradition. We can write it out, but there's a lilt to it that kind of defies description. And the people who find this the hardest are people who are highly trained classical musicians, have a hard time releasing counting. And so they feel every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you feel that. The Balkan people do not count that same way. They'll count a long 1, and then 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's what I mean when I say you just don't count. It is true. No matter what you play in Balkan music. If I tried to count that, I'd go crazy. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the way that it's counted. Okay, so we're going to go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 5 is long. That means it's an 11.
Yeah.
Now you had a good one. Yeah, because there's an extra beat. And so you count to 5, and then there is an extra beat that makes it 11. If it went, 22 is counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I can't count. See, I can't count at the same time. You just kind of have to feel that the pulse of it, and that's what the 22 will sound like. So back to 7. All right, it goes bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord. I'm on G, in case you're wondering where I slipped off to. Oh, before we do this one, go to D minor. Bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, wait, bass, chord, 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 bass. Now go to C major. Wait for that to come around D minor. G minor. The hardest thing is to wait for that to come around. C minor. to happen? We're going to keep this up on D minor. When I go this way, you're going to go to G minor. Back to D minor. And in the odd event, I go to the right, you're going to C. Back to D minor. Okay, everybody, we're going to go a little faster. Okay, I'm going to play a song for you. Oh, wait, I better turn when I mean to. Okay, yeah, ready? We're going to do it again. Let's set the tempo. All right. G. That's an Albanian wedding song. Isn't that pretty? This is a lovely little thing. It's called Povin Kushkit. And it's about the bride leaving her family and going to her husband's family. All right, now Beatula is the same rhythm. So if you take a look, we've got a rhythm. Then we go to C. G. C. Repeat that part. G. C. G. C. Now we're going to say C. Say C again. Third line. Again. One more time. Now half the measure. C. G. G. Or G, F, sorry. C. Now we're at F. Half a measure of G. F. C. G. F. C. G. C. Would that repeat? F. G. F. C. G. F. C. G. And then together for the end. Now, usually these dances are 20 minutes long, and like Kevin reminded me, a few years ago, actually it was about 7 years ago now, I had someone from the International Folk Dance community come and lead a bunch of dances, and we danced that all the way around the church. And they learned how to do many of the dances that I played, and it was really fun. So if anybody knows an international folk dance person that might want to do that up here, be delighted to have a dancer come and show us again. Okay, so now we're going to learn how to play it. So what's really lovely about that first measure, it's got 7 whole notes in it. So you don't have to hold anything. You have to worry about a thing. It's 7 notes in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ta-da. Oh, by the way, the joke is for people of Balkan music that Americans will count 7, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we do, and it's so embarrassing when they catch. So, okay, are you ready? Because there are only 7. Okay, so let's try that right hand. Okay, any fingering will do. I don't care what you do right now. Okay, we'll do it this speed. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, Okay, so you got the whole drift, not hard. Let's go. I'll put some rhythm under it. It's even easier with rhythm. It's hard for me to do it just 7-ish, whatever. So, all right, here you go. There, nice job, you guys. So, all this, any questions besides, am I crazy? The answer is yes. Any questions on what to do with your left hand?
I'm Balkan.
Huh?
I'm Balkan.
Are you Balkan?
Balkan.
Oh, B-A-L-K-I, yeah. Not exactly what I meant. Okay, we'll call it good. Thank you so much for participating. Congratulations, all of you.
Thank you, Dee, and thank you, everyone, for participating. Just a reminder to those listening on the live stream, we do have a GoFundMe up. It is for repairing the roof on one of our bell towers here. The workers are here today. Up on the screen, I have the name of the company that is doing the repairs. They've just been tremendous to work with. They're super professional, and they can even run a hammer drill quietly.
They cut the hour together, right?
There's been very faint sounds of hammer drill in the background. I'm doing some of the work that they're doing up there, and it's hardly disturbing us at all here in the building. Please, if you're listening by live stream, consider supporting our organization so we can continue to maintain this wonderful facility and continue to bring you more events like this in the future. So the link is up on your screen. I believe it's also in the description on the video. So please check that out, and we appreciate any of the support that you can offer. So thank you very much. And we have Jaslyn Sky is up next in about 15 minutes, and we'll get a new stream up for that.
A couple years. Don't need light. No. In fact, mine is